Hey guys, this is the polynomial regression question from the packet. I just want to make sure that you're comfortable with this before the test tomorrow. So for this question, it's giving you this table. This is all the x values, here's all the f of x values. In order to find the polynomial regression, use a graphing calculator. So this will not be on the test tomorrow. You need to know how to do this. The type of question will be here, but these instructions will not be here, so you need to know that. When you see this table, put it right into your calculator. You have to go to Stat and Edit, and then you're just going to put it into the two tables. But in your tables on your calculator, it's going to be List 1 and List 2. All right, just make sure that you know that those are the tables. That's the table where the information needs to go. All right, so once you've done that, you can either graph it or you can graph it by hand. You can either use it on the calculator to graph it or do it right here. So I'm just going to plot each of these points on this graph so that you guys can see what it will look like when you use the graphing calculator. You do not have to use this graph if you don't want to. So I've plotted each of my points and it maps out this pattern on my graph. Maybe it doesn't look like an exact polynomial to you. To me, this looks like some sort of quadratic that does something like this. Now you've got to make the call between a quadratic and a cubic, all right? That's up to you. So when you go to calculate that polynomial, you need to go to Stat, scroll over to Calc, and choose one of four. In this case, you would need to choose quadratic regression because this is a quadratic. The general shape of this data maps a quadratic. So you're going to calculate that equation. Once you calculate the equation of that quadratic, you should get, let me select a smaller pen size. All right, you'll get the equation negative 0.13 x squared minus 0.18x plus 1.05. There it is. There's your polynomial. That represents the quadratic regression modeled by this data. But now you have to use that polynomial to evaluate the following. So you need to take this, put it into y equals in your calculator, that button, and once it's there, you can use it. So let me do the calculator strokes. Once it's there, you have to go back to your home screen. You're going to click vars. You're going to scroll over to y vars. Once you do that, you're going to click on the function option, and you're going to click y1 if that's where you put your function. Once you do that, it's going to be on your screen, so make sure that you just plug in a 2. Make sure you put parentheses, otherwise you won't get the right answer. And when you do that, you should get 0.17 for this one, and for f of -1, you should get 1.1. It's all calculator work. Now, if you choose to use graph paper, you'll have that option on the test tomorrow. You can use graph paper. But if you don't want to use graph paper, you can always put all these points into your stat plot and use your calculator and see it all right there. All right? Good luck, guys. Study hard. See you tomorrow.